What is up, RGL family? Back with another retro news update, and kicking it off here with update from Retrobit on the Toplan Volume 2 collection. So they are resuming pre-orders very soon, the 29th. So that is Tuesday, and the only caveat is apparently they couldn't get the licensing for Twin Cobra. So that is being removed from the collection, and here somebody asked, like, is the price going to be adjusted? And they said yes. The price will be adjusted since there's only going to be 2 games in the collection now instead of the 3. And that will, when it goes on pre-sale the 29th, then that information will be made available. So unfortunate. I was actually really looking forward to Twin Cobra. Now we're still getting Grindstormer, which is a really good shmup, and on the more expensive side as well. I think like the loose cart for that is like $400. So I mean, still a great deal, especially since I think their last 3-pack, what was it? Maybe like 119, so, or 149, something like that. So I imagine this one maybe 100 or maybe a little under 100 for the 2 games, if I had to guess. So, I mean, Retrobit makes an awesome product. Maybe they'll be able to do Twin Cobra as a separate release at some point. I'm curious if this is due to I believe the Poly Mega got. I was just watching a Metal Jesus video, and I'm pretty sure one of the games they're selling, similar to what Evercade does, is it's Tiger Heli. Oh, yeah, which includes Twin Cobra. So, okay. Yeah, so I wonder if it's because Polymega got the rights to it before they had finalized it, or maybe they want to like diversify their licensors, or maybe Polymega offered them more money because they're trying to get this, proprietary arcade gaming thing kicked off. That would be my suspicion. So, but either way, I mean, we're still getting 2 really good games from Retrobit on the Genesis. So looking forward to that. And things kick off the 29th, so make sure to get your pre-orders in. Usually they do like a month, right? So open pre-order. So that's it for the update, Retrobit update. What are we gonna do next? The analog is as you can see, it's not scripted. Analog 3D still shows July 2025. So no change there. Hopefully things are coming along. And I actually found some N64 games the other day. So looking forward to getting this to try those out. And got an update on the Demon Claw, which is that side-scrolling sort of beat 'em up. One of the Johns, not John Riggs, did a review. He got a review copy of this, and it looks really good. It looks like a lot of fun. They have the gold version of the Mega Drive now, which is means the code is ready to put into production carts. So hopefully that's good news, and maybe things will start shipping out soon. What did somebody say here? That's about Neo Geo Physicals. So that should hopefully be coming out as well. Also, if you ordered the Game Boy Advance Shantae Advance Risky Revolution from Limited Run Games, those shipped, and I got mine here. I'm going to be doing a separate pickup video where I'll unbox it and stuff. But yeah, so those finally shipped and came in. So that's nice to see those are finally delivered. I haven't seen any more on the Doom on the Super Nintendo that was talked about towards the end of last year. I don't know if anybody has any information on that. If so, leave it in the comments below. But so yeah, so that finally came in. That was exciting. And then what else? Evercade. So they just closed the pre-orders on the Windjammers, Karnoff and Friends. I did not pick that up. I'd gotten a Evercade recently, and because I wanted the Duke Nukem collection that they had, and so I was looking at some of the other arcade carts. I think that's probably where I'll focus my collecting for the Evercade. Because for the other stuff, I'd rather have it on the actual consoles. So they're coming out, and I don't have a Neo Geo, with a Neo Geo collection for August 2025. I don't think this is on pre-order yet. I'm assuming because they just did the Karnoff one. But this I'll definitely be picking up. It's got Metal Slug. It's got Shock Troopers, King of Fighters. I'm not a versus fighter person, but then Magician Lord, Ironclad, which is looks like a horizontal shooter, and Sengoku, which looks like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, I believe. So yeah, so I think this is gonna be the one to pick up. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on this and letting you guys know when it goes up for pre-order. And then the last thing is I don't know, I know like John Riggs has done videos about this. John Hancock, that's the other John, sorry. I think he's done reviews as well. I think actually he just did one recently for one of their games. But they have the Metal Dragon, which is like an overhead shooter similar to like Ikari Warriors, Commando, that kind of style. And then these Life on Mars, Life on Earth, which are supposed to be sort of, Metroid like games. And then I guess they're coming out with a new game called Secret. Where did it go? Oh no, I've lost it. Here we go. The Secret of Four. And they're doing pre-orders right now with a $5 discount if you're interested. And it almost looks like a Shadow Run. So it's sort of the isometric. Why aren't these pictures showing up? Oh, because it's up here. Yeah. So it's sort of like that isometric. There's like cutscenes. So yeah. So I mean, it looks like a cool game. And if you're looking for, the homebrew, another homebrew developer, who, as far as I know, based on the reviews I've seen, the quality of the games are pretty good. I was watching one on the Life on Mars, and the YouTuber who was reviewing it is only or I guess like one of the comments was it's a little short, but otherwise he said it was pretty good. So I think, it's 60. I think if you're just getting one game with shipping, if you live in the US like I do, it might not, it might not be worth it. So I think if you're going to order from these guys, I would probably at least get 2 games, or just to make the shipping worthwhile. But I figure I'd show them. They make some cool games for the Genesis. They make games for other systems too, but those are typically sold out, like the MSX games. I don't think I've ever seen them in stock. And then I don't collect for the television, but apparently they have a couple games for that as well. But yeah, so that is it. So don't forget, April 29th, the Toplan Volume 2 collection is back on pre-order. It will be minus Twin Cobra, so you just get Grindstormer and Slap Fight. I was going to say Slap Shot like hockey, that would have been wrong. So I reached out to Strictly Limited again, and this is the reply I got. Because I still haven't gotten either of the pre-orders I made. The Steel Empire for the Sega Genesis, the Horizon for the Nintendo, and then I got the Ninja Jajamuro games, and that was a mix of Game Boy, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo, I believe. So they said that one, I forget which order number goes with which, but one is scheduled in the upcoming months, so very vague, no specific time. I mean, that's what they said last time, and now it's been, I think the last time it was upcoming months, it was like spring of last year, and then the other one is scheduled for 2025, so it could be 2025 next month, it could be 2025 December 31st. And they mentioned, checking, they have like a manufacturing status. But when you go to that, none of these games are even on there. So it's not very helpful. And then they show this here, which I think is the old way. I don't know. But the... they reference this, and those games aren't on it. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to check the production status if they don't include games from, a year to 2 years ago on their production status. I think I was looking on the site, and it seems like there's a lot of quantity left, because Strictly Limited gives like a percentage of available. So if you're looking to order a game, we'll just pick a random game here. So you can see it says there's 45% left, and all of those games, or most of them, I think maybe all but one, there's quite a bit left. I think most of them were like 50% or more, and I'm wondering why that. I'm wondering if that's why they've been delaying it. But if that's the case, they should say it. Like, just be honest about it. Be like, hey, we're sitting on a lot of games here. We're trying to give it more time. Do you want your money back? Because it's like, how long are we supposed to wait? So we'll see. I mean, I think if I don't get them this year, which sounds insane, because like I said, I think some of them at that point, it's going to be like by the end of the year, it'll be 3 years or a little over 3 years from pre-ordering them. So if you guys think limited run is bad, don't order from Strictly Limited. And they're overseas. So I think they're in Germany or around there in Europe. So shipping, like if again, like similar to what I was saying with the Kai magazine, shipping is really expensive, so you really don't want to just like order one game, because you basically pay like another 50% for shipping if you live in the United States, and probably more depending on where you are, or maybe less So yeah, I mean that was a bummer. They might as well have written, "You'll get it when you get it," because it basically would be the same thing. This does not provide any insight into when I can expect to have these things delivered. So yeah, so I decided that I'm not gonna order anything else from them until I get the games, and then probably I don't know, unless they get something exclusive that nobody else has and that like I can't live my life without, which I don't know what that would be, but I don't think I'll be doing any business with these guys going forward, because this is just crazy. And it's a shame because like some of the games that they've got here that I ordered, and that I've ordered previously, are really cool, and I'm glad I have them. And so I don't know if it's there just was an interest in these specific titles, or people didn't have money for pre-orders. I think maybe part of it is an awareness thing. I don't think they're as well known as like a limited run game or even a super rare or Play-Asia. So I think maybe part of it is like they need to do something to get their name out there in the retro community, because I'm not sure that I see anybody ever talking about these guys, to be honest. So anyways, that is it. I just wish everybody the best. Have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.